see this. They will be joining or connecting eventually. Okay, that's not our problem, or better yet, okay, I can duplicate, extend. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Where's the light? Back here. Yeah. Okay. Right there, we have no problem. Okay. First of all, let me present myself. Okay. Let me introduce myself. Well, I actually should put my complete name. All right. This is my full name, Irma Griselda Morales Loya. For you, we're all teachers, so you can call me Griselda, you can call me Gris, not a problem. Okay. We are among teachers, we're all colleagues. Okay. We are all on the same line. Okay. So if you want to call me teacher, fine. But if you want to call me Gris, it's perfect. Okay. I have no problem. I have been teaching for 20 years. This year actually is my 20th anniversary as an English teacher. I started off teaching only in English schools. I don't know if anybody remembers. It was called Escuela de Inglés Jardines. It used to be in San Felipe. Uh, Very, very old school. I used to work there in the afternoons. And I also worked for a school that no longer exists. The school was called Piaget, Colegio Piaget. I started teaching there second grade students. I was there only for 2 months, and I suffered deeply because my profile is not for children, or at least children that small. And then, fortunately, a teacher at Instituto La Salle, she broke her ankle, and they needed a teacher to substitute her. So they invited me, and I went and I substituted her classes. And so I substituted her for 2 months. And at the end of the school year, they told me if I wanted to stay. And I said, yes, I want to stay. Of course. Yes, please take me. Okay. And it happened. I was very happy because one time when I was already substituting, I liked the institute very much. And I remember I was driving by and I was with my mother, and my mother told me, this is a school. And I said, yeah, this is a school. My mother lives in California. And she said, oh, this is a really big school. This is a really nice school. And I said, yes, I hope to one day work here. And it wasn't more than 15 days when I got the call. And I was there working. So I started there. And they gave me fifth and sixth grade students. They're bursting in adolescence. And it was terrible. I'm not the most patient person in the world. They are not the nicest students of the world. So practically every day for 1 year, 1 year and a half, I would go home feeling like crap, feeling like this is not for me. I shouldn't do this. I should, do something different with my life, but not be a teacher. I didn't feel I was in the right spot. And one day I was in this class with the worst students, the worst class, like always happens. And my coordinator came to visit. She came to check the class. So she sat down, and the students, they made the class even worse, noisier and rowdy and rude. And I was suffering. I was really suffering. And, I tried my best. I really tried my best to give a great class, but it was really very difficult. But this woman, for me, she has always been a visionary. She has always, seen towards the future in a very bright way. And at the end of the class, she tells me in a very serious way, I want to see you in the afternoon in my office. I said, yeah, that's it. I'm done. This is the end of me as an English teacher. So in the afternoon, I went. I was actually shaking. I was very nervous because, yes, I didn't feel like I was in the place, but I didn't want to, be unemployed. So she calls me in and she says, what happened today? It's because they're very bad students. Yeah, I know. But why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that? And I said, you know what? I was really nervous because you were there. And then you went with the worst group ever. You should have gone with my best group, right? We always say that. Hi, why did you go with my best group? And she said, I saw you in the best spot. You have profile for bigger students. I'm moving you to high school. What did she see? I don't know, because according to me, it was terrible. It was a terrible class. It was horrible. I thought she was going to fire me. And so I start January, mid-year, with high school students. I was 22 years old, okay? And I was very thin. I was like 55 kilos, okay? I practically looked like one of them, okay? I just needed my uniform. And so I enter the class and, I stand up front and everybody's screaming and, and I'm like, hi, I'm the teacher. Hi. And everybody's like, yeah, whatever. And they continue talking. They didn't want to pay attention. They were really bad students. I had some terrible students. And there was this really short teacher, like this big. Her name is Olivia Reyes. She's the biology teacher, or was the biology teacher back then. And everybody was afraid of her. And she was just walking, really, really very fast. She enters the room. She stands up and she goes like this. And she says, this is teacher Griselda Morales. Anybody messes with her, messes with me. Be good. So everybody was quiet. And I could actually give a class. And, rumors started to spread. And everybody's like, oh, she's teacher Ollie's favorite. Don't mess with her. So when I entered the next class, everybody was quiet. And I started to have, decent class. They did, make fun of me. I was the rookie. Okay. So they did play jokes on me. Okay. I'm not very proud of some of the jokes they played on me. For example, there was this, their name they were Carlos Smith and Patricio Rey. And these two students, well, Carlos was, he had big muscles. He was very handsome. Patricio too, but this one was very handsome. And like I said, I entered in January and March is my birthday. And they found out and said, teacher, it's going to be your birthday. I said, yeah, it's going to be my birthday. Teacher, we want to give you a present. Carlos in the afternoon, he's a Chip and Dale and he wants to dance for you. And me, with my 22 years old, I go, teacher, no es cierto. We were just joking. And, oh my God, again, right? And things like that. It was some very difficult 6 months, okay? They didn't want to do anything because their old teacher never did anything. And I really wanted to do stuff with them. So the first 6 months were, a little hell. Not as much as elementary, but they were still hell. And then they sent me to a course in Saltillo. They call it Espiritualidad Lasalista. Espiritualidad Lasalista 1, 2, 3, until you get like the doctorate of Espiritualidad Lasalista. And when I got there, I understood a lot of things that I had never seen before with my eyes. I understood more about being in their shoes and understanding their problems and their issues. San Juan Bautista de la Salle is the saint of all teachers, right? As we know. And he said that his ideal was to work with the poorest of the poor and not necessarily this poor, but this poor, right? And that's when I started changing the channel. That's when I started seeing them differently. And when I actually started working for them and not for me. And that has worked for me ever since. I was in high school for 15 years. I was very happy to be with my high school students. I used to have, they gave me a special program called PAR, P-A-A-R. It was Programa para Alumnos de Alto Rendimiento. And I would teach my high school students English in a university level. And I wouldn't teach them, verbs and grammar and skills. I would actually teach them about the art of the English language. I taught them rhetoric. I taught them how to think in English, how to make arguments in English. And it was a class that, for me, it was very fulfilling. I gave that class 7 years. I had to go to the United States every year for training, but it was incredible. It was something very good. But something happened There was a change of boss, new ideas, and I was let go. So I had to find a different job, and I entered another school. This is where I have to learn to be a little moderate. And in this high school that I entered, it's a private school, I was not happy. I did not like the students. I did not like the system, because it's the kind of system that the student is always right, no matter what. And I was not used to that. And every time I had a problem with a student, the coordinator or the sub coordinator would say, "La casa pierde." That was the phrase. And I really, really, really hated that phrase. And so after the first semester, I said, "I'm quitting." They told me, "Wait, don't quit. There's a possibility you will stay as a coordinator." So I said, "Oh, maybe I've never been a coordinator. Maybe this is a new stage for me." I stayed 6 more months, and then I said, "No, definitely this is not a place for me." And luckily, this woman that I told you in the beginning, the woman that sent me to high school, her name is Liz Camargo. She went to the school to offer books, because now she's with an editor. And she told me, "I just came from Tec de Monterrey and they need a teacher." And she called the person at Tec de Monterrey. She said, "Highly recommended." So I went. I had an interview with Mrs. Lynn, and she gave me the job immediately. So I was there. I was there for 2 years, and then we start suffering, with these kind of jobs, because you go, and wherever you go, they only give you 4 hours, and you don't live under 4 hours. You can't live. I mean, they think you do, but you don't. And Tec de Monterrey, the pay is really good. They really, really pay you good. They pay you per hour. They pay you 200 pesos per hour class. Okay, tax free, right? But still, it's not enough. Okay, and then if you're married, if you have children, if you have a child in college, and the child in college is in the United States in dollars, you need to work more. So I found a friend of mine one day at Walmart, and she says, "Hey, why don't you go look for a job at Universidad Politécnica Chua?" I said, "How is it?" She said, "I really liked it when I was there." But then she went to live to Mexico City and she quit. So I went, I asked, I didn't have the opportunity at first because I missed the convocatoria. And then I applied when the next convocatoria came out, and I was in. And I really loved it. I mean, the change, it was a big change, because Tec de Monterrey, I also work with high school students, okay? And they're good. They're incredibly nice people. You wouldn't believe how nice they are. People say, fresita, whatever. They're awesome. Those are students that really want to learn. And the one that doesn't want to learn, you say, "Mijito, get out." And he has to get out. You have complete permission to take him out of the class. They were really good students. So I went to UPECH. I started giving classes, and it made me very happy. And I said, this is what it's like to be a teacher. You teach, okay? You teach the students. You don't have to tell them, "Be quiet, put your cell phone away, sit down. No, you can't go to the bathroom." No, you don't tell them anything. They learn. They want to learn, okay? And so I was at Tec de Monterrey from 7 to 11, and then I ate in the car. I had my snack in the car, and then I got to Universidad Politécnica Chihuahua until 2 in the afternoon. And then I got a third job, and my third job was with Universidad La Salle. And Universidad La Salle, they gave me classes at Congress, State Congress, with representative assessors and accountants and things like that. So I ran to Congreso del Estado and gave them classes until 5, and also a maquila, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 5, I had to run to Teleflex to give them a class from 6 to 7:30. So it was, 3 jobs, but it was actually 4. And also I was working Saturdays, also at Teleflex from 8 to 12. Okay, so I was like that for 2 years, but what happened? I got tired. I got really, really, really tired. And I told my husband, I have to chill a little bit. I have to take it easy a little bit because I feel really tired. He said, "Okay, choose." I was going to leave Universidad Politécnica, but they offered me the coordination. And I said, "It's less money. The truth is, it's less money. but I wanted the experience because the experience goes on your resume, right? So I said, sorry, Tec de Monterrey. I left Tec de Monterrey and I stayed with Universidad Politécnica and Universidad La Salle. And so that's where I am. Okay, I am ULSA and I am Universidad Politécnica Chihuahua. Occasionally, assessment. You know, they call me and they say, teacher, I need assessment for the TOEFL test, for the IBT, or for the ITP, or for the IELTS, or for the SAT, or I need you to check my essays, or things like that. Okay, so you know, as teachers, we have a lot of job. We if we want job, we can find it. Okay, that's the truth. Yes, we're going to be traveling from here to there, you know, everywhere. But if we want it, we find it. Okay, that's really not a problem for us. So more or less, that's my story as a teacher. As you can see, why don't I live in the U.S.? Okay, I returned to Mexico when I was a teenager. Okay, I had a very difficult family situation in the U.S. and I have always been, you know, very stubborn, and I'm not afraid of things. I'm not afraid of challenges. Like the chip that tells you be afraid, I don't have it. So I was 14 years old. I had an accident, a car accident, and my back went bad because of the accident. And on the trial, we won the case, and I got when I was 14 years old, I got approximately $1,000 for recovery. Okay, so that was my $1,000. Okay, and nobody could touch my money. Nobody could touch my money. Okay, because when I spoke to the judge said, "What are your?" One of the questions from the lawyer was, "What are your intentions for the future? What do you want to be in the future?" And I said, "Well, right now, I'm 14 years old. I want to be a model." And he said, have you looked for information? I said, yes. I know about a school. The name of the school is Barbizon. And he said, okay. The $1,000 goes straight to the teenager to pay for her modeling courses, because if not, the money would go to my mother because I was a minor. Okay. So they gave me the money, and a situation happened at home, and I said, sayonara. Okay. Bye-bye to you all. I got my money. I paid for my bus travel ticket, and I was on my way here. And that's why I got here. That's why I got here. And I never did, and I don't know, I never decided to go back. Never. When I was pregnant with my first child, my mother said, come and have your baby here in the United States. I said, no. And it was good. It was actually good because thanks to the fact that they are Mexicans, they have had more chance in the United States. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. My son has a 75% scholarship at El Paso because he's Mexican, because he's from Chihuahua. Okay? If he were from the United States, he would have to pay full tuition. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. You see, you know. Exactly. And if you had been born here, you would have had. Did you see the announcement that said we are hiring Mexican nurses? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Isn't it so much easier? That's right. So you see, we do have a lot of advantages. Even with Trump, we do have a lot of things, and we have a lot of rights that we don't know of. Okay. So anyway, that is why I decided to return and to stay here. Okay. So everything that I have learned along the way, one of the things that I love to do is I love to share. I'm always sharing. I feel like I am nothing if I don't share. One of the ways of passing on and transcending in life is through sharing. Some people don't understand it. Okay, some people think, no, I learned this is mine, I'm not going to share with anybody. No, you have to share. Okay, you definitely have to share. Okay, so one of the first things that we're going to do, from the things that I told you, I mentioned that one of the things I learned was I have to put myself in my student's shoes. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. All right. We have a set of activities. Obviously, the first activity is presentation because I need to learn your names. Okay, and I'm going to learn your names today. Okay, today you leave and I will know definitely who you are. All right. So the easiest way for me to learn your names is I need you to tell me, because you know it always says, "Hi, my name is, and I am a teacher at." Da, 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 da. If you say all that, I'm gonna forget your name. Okay. I'm gonna give you a chance to present yourself completely after I know. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell me your name or the name you go by. If you are Maria Guadalupe and you like to be called Lupita, Lupita. If you would like to be called Maria, Maria. If you like to be called Guadalupe, Guadalupe. No problem. Give me the name that you like to be called on. And tell me one adjective, one positive adjective. It has to have a positive connotation, okay? Okay, don't say, I'm Griselda and I'm lazy. No. Okay, give me something nice. Tell me something nice about you because that is how I remember your name. Okay, I remember your name through that positive adjective. Now there's a rule. If somebody says your adjective, you have to think of another. No repeating adjectives. Okay?
It has to be with the letter of your name?
No, no, it doesn't have any. That's the easy part. It doesn't have to be with the letter of your name. No, no, no. Any adjective, anything that characterizes you. Okay? But positive. Okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute to think. Think of two. Okay? Because if somebody gets it, you have to give me another. Okay? 1 minute. Think. Teachers, if you have any questions, Hangout is the way to make them, okay? I will be checking Hangout occasionally, okay, like right now. Let me see. There's a question for you. If there is anybody online, please answer. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Magali. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? They're watching. It looks like they're watching. Let me show you. Okay, it says we're watching, but I send it to everybody. Okay, so I need to know who is actually watching. Okay, somebody else said yes. This is me. And Moises, thank you, Moises. Good job. Okay. You see right there. This actually works better. Okay. We should eventually we will have all of the participants on the bottom so you can see their faces and then they can talk to us and we can have this communication back and forth. Okay, but something happened right now. The internet is kind of low. Okay. Anybody else? All right. So you ready? Okay. Moises and Magali, I want you also to think of your adjectives because you're going to type them and you're going to tell us, okay? Hope you're listening. All right. So who wants to start? The smart girl.
Yeah.
Smart girl.
My name is Diana and I'm pretty creative.
Excellent, Diana. Thank you. Diana the creative. Okay. Next. Perfect.
Hi, everybody. My name is Adriana. I think
Excellent. Adriana the positive. Right. Okay. Yes, please.
My name is Jesus Yanis. From me, Chuy.
Joy? Yes.
Chuy, you want.
Do you want?
Yes.
Ah, perfect. Joy. Okay.
And I am. I think I am loyal.
Loyal. That's a really nice adjective. Thank you. Next. Okay, so we're perfect. Thank you, teacher.
My name is Marco Posada, and my
Okay, but give me the adjective. But you are a profe.
Not nickname. Well, I was in El Seguro Social.
Okay,
People call me-
el profe. Okay, we'll call you el profe, but you need to give me an adjective. How are you a good profe? Okay, so tell me something good about yourself.
I'm not from the governmental staff. I am, I graduated in business administration.
Okay,
I am accidentally like a
a lot of people I know.
yeah.
Trust me.
Well, maybe fair.
Fair. Excellent, profe. Very good. Okay, so el profe is fair. Okay, next. Beto, okay. Okay, and your adjective? No, your adjective. Tell me something about you. Tell me something about you. An adjective. Describe yourself. One word. You are what? No, but Chuy said loyal. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Chuy said loyal. You are what, sorry? Disciplined?
Yes.
Okay. Beto the disciplined. All right. Excellent. Next, please.
My name is Jaime Reza.
Mm-hmm.
I am not an English teacher. I
Mm-hmm.
am supervisor. Son assistant primary.
Mm-hmm.
I am a redneck.
But Brendan.
I'm working in United City.
Okay.
I never go to USA. And, English is too bad. So bad.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
Yes, you can express. Not so bad.
I have difficulty for you, but I understand your story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Jaime the redneck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to say redneck is good because we can't judge. Okay. We can't judge. All right.
My hands.
They talk for you, right? Okay, excellent. Jaime, the redneck. Oh, great. So we already have Chuy, and then yes. Like everybody, fair and square.
My
Mm-hmm.
name is Sandy,
Mm-hmm.
and my adjective is
Quiet. Yeah, it's teachers. Is quiet a good adjective? You yes. Teachers, we love quiet. We love quiet. Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. When they have to speak, no. Right? But most of the times they're not. Okay, Sandy the quiet. Good. In front?
hello, my name is Sandra. También Sandy.
Sandy. Okay. Okay. It's fine.
Adjective is original.
Original. Very good.
No se me ocurre nada más,
No.
El adjetivo se me fue.
But it's fine. Original is a great adjective. Not a lot of people are original.
Okay.
Okay? Excellent. Very good. And then?
My name is
Mm-hmm.
you can call me
Honest? Very nice. That's a nice one, I think. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we already saw Adriana, and then?
Hi everyone, you can call me Miguel, and I'm having trouble choosing my adjective. I'm between humble and mighty.
Okay, let's go for humble. Okay, Miguel the humble. All right, and then we have?
My name is Irma Soto.
Yes. You're happy. Oh, that's so nice. Very good, Irma. Excellent. Next. Mm-hmm. Oh, Yvette. Mm-hmm.
And I'll say that I'm so patient, but I want to share an attitude that they always told me when I was in high school.
No, we won't call you whatever we want. We'll call you Yvette. Okay, so Yvette the patient. Very nice. And then?
My name is Ma.
My?
Not Maria. It's
Okay.
Ma.
Okay.
In my
Oh,
nacimiento,
in your birth certificate.
My birth certificate, they write Ma. So I am Ma. But percentages, and I like that you say, call me
Lupita. Okay.
I love.
Oh, yes. Yes, you look lovely. Thank you, Lupita. Yes. And that was very creative, but I loved it. Okay, and finally?
Hi, good morning. My name is Raquel, but people call me Kelly. And I think that I'm hardworking.
Very good. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we have then Kelly, Diana, Lupita, Yvette. Okay, and then we have Irma, Miguel, Adriana, Aide, Sandy Chavez, and then Sandy. And then we have Chuy, Jaime, Beto, and Pedro. Right? Yes, of course. Yeah, and you're a small group. When I have 40, that's a challenge. That's a challenge, okay? But yeah, okay? We could definitely do it. Okay, so now that I know your names, it's time to start getting into our student shoes, okay? And one of the first activities that you're going to do, you, not me, is you're going to teach us, okay, to speak a different language, okay? I want you to feel what your students feel, okay, when they don't know something, okay? So what you're going to do is I'm going to put you in little teams, okay? And you are going to invent 5 words, okay? Completely invent, okay? 5 words, and you're going to teach us those words, okay? For example, I call this the Aminowana activity, okay? It's called the Aminowana activity because there was a teacher who said Aminowana, okay? And Aminowana was? What is Aminowana? Exactly, right? So that's the only thing I remember. I remember Aminowana, okay? So you have to teach us from the rules, okay, to the 5 vocabulary words. For example, ere, ere, ere. Tito, Tito. Acá, Tito. Acá, Tito. Okay. Tito. Tito, 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 Tito. Ah, taca, taca. Ere. 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 Teque. Peque. Acá. Peque. Okay. And so on. Okay. So you have to teach us 5 words, and then you have to test the students. All right?
It has to be a different language, not.
Yes.
If you know another language.
No.
you
No, no,
need to
no,
use-
no, no, no. If you parlez-vous français? No. Sorry. Sorry.
No.
Yes, yes. Okay. All right, s'il te plaît. I'm going to give you approximately, let's say, maybe 15 minutes to plan those 5 words and how you're going to give the instructions. And then you're going to present. Okay? So let's see. We are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are 14 people. So let's say, I don't know, 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 teams of, no, 2 teams of 3 and 2 teams of 4. Okay? Yes, we're English teachers, not math teachers. Okay, so we have 4 right here, and then we need another team of 4 and 2 teams of 3. 4 or 3? I'll make the team. You 4, you 3, and all right, it's 15 minutes, people. You have 15 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, their activity is to invent. Oh, thank you, Moises. Perseverance. I will show that to the classmates. What they're doing is they're inventing new vocabulary. They're inventing a new language, and they have to come up with 5 words. Okay, and they also have to invent the instructions for those words. So what they're going to do is they're going to teach their students those 5 vocabulary words.
Can we go outside?
Of course, you may go outside. Okay, so I'm giving them 15 minutes to prepare, and then they will present to you. Okay.
We gotta complete. How many words do we have to invent?
You have to invent 5 vocabulary words plus instruction words. Okay.
5.
Yes.
What? 5.
We're going to give the introduction in English, not to say the word that we're going to present or something.
Yes, just in English, and then you start. Okay.
was hard to think.
Stop.
Yes.
Tiki tiki. Parada.
We're ready, we're ready.
You're ready. Okay. Okay, so they're still they're still preparing. Okay, they still have a couple of minutes left. They have a little less than 10 minutes. Okay, so you can take this as a break, or you can also um, try to make your own vocabulary words. Okay.
I think so.
Y los mandé ese correo y ya. Okay, I guess we're ready, right? Right, perfect. Okay, so we're ready to start. We finished before time. While the other teachers come, I want you to check what the foreign teachers had to say. We have here, I think it's Magali. She says, somebody says first happy, but yeah, somebody said happy. It was Irma, but she couldn't see. It says, I'm Carmen Magali. I love Carmen, but only my cousins call me Carmen. All the people use Magali, but she says she loves Carmen, right? So we should call her Carmen? Yes, okay. And she says, and I'm great. Okay. Yeah, she says she's great. So Carmen the Great. Okay, fantastic. And then we have Erika Guadalupe. She says, Erika Guadalupe, people just call me just Erica. I'm trustworthy. Trustworthy is also very good. So Erica the trustworthy. And then somebody else right there. Hi, Erika, where are you from? I'm from Cuauhtémoc, and you from Buenaventura. Yesterday, we had some teachers calling us from Buenaventura. How long are you working as a teacher? I have worked as a teacher for almost 15 years. And so far, and Moises, I saw Moises, but I don't know where it is anymore. Moises, here it is. Moises also, he told us he is perseverant. Okay, so Moises, the perseverant. All right, so far those are the teachers because we only have 3 people watching. We should have like 13, but yes, but you know, these are La Sierra, this is La Sierra, and a lot of them from La Sierra, and so the internet could be, yeah, it could be a little difficult for some of them, right? That's right, because where are you from, even? Temosachic, so, right? This could actually be a problem. Okay, so who goes first? Yeah, okay. What you need to do is you need to stand up here, okay? Because the people that are watching us, the 4 of you, they have to see what you do, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this a little lower. And remember, they're students, so you can do whatever you want. Okay? Whatever you want.
Well,
Maybe get a little.
yes.
Yeah, because we can see Kelly, we can see Lupita. Okay, yeah, this is for you too.
Okay. Well,
We're going to teach.
we're going to English. We're going to begin. Okay, we're going to
But
teach
don't say
you
what.
tutus. Tutus. Yes. Tutus and sur. Tutus, sur. Yes.
Tutus oka. Tutus oka. This is oka. Tutus oka. Tutus oka. Tutus flat. Tutus flat.
Tutu. Four. And tutu. Kai. Kai.
Tutus.
No. I can say you, right?
No,
You?
no. Invent the word.
Oh. Ah.
Tutus.
O.
No, that sounds like go. Change it.
Ah.
No.
Seal. Seal. R. R. On. Ozzy. Ozzy. Hor. R. 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 Hor. R. Hor. Hor. The tutu hor. Look.
Look, no. Sorry.
Soy. Ris. Soy ris. Zay. Zoe? No. Zoe. R. Red. No, hor. Hor, but hor. The tutu, hor.
Yeah.
Ah.
Tutu.
Soy.
Tutu oka. Oka. Oka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oka. Yeah. Tutu oka. Oka.
Right.
Tutu. Tutu oka. Tutu sua. Tutu sua.
Sua.
Sua. Yeah. Sua.
Right.
Tutu sua. Sua. Tutu flat. Tutu
Not
flat. Flat.
Flat.
Flat. Flat. Flat. Flat.
tutu kai. Kai. Kai.
Tutu. Kai.
Kai. Kai.
Okay. Good job.
Very good.
It's difficult.
Yes. But wait, the teachers think it's difficult. Students, how did you feel? How did you feel? You made it. How did you feel? Confused, right? When she was doing she did this and then she did this. Right,
Baseball.
right. Yeah, it was too much vocabulary. It's like this. What's this? Did you know this was colored? How was this? Yes, but what word did you use? Tutus. I said tutus. Tutus or yes, I said tutus. And then she goes to the notebook and and then we saw with the oka, we saw the colors. Tutu, oka, tutu, yeah. Colors. And then we were fine, right? Let us say, tutus colors, yeah. Okay, we got the colors. Don't translate. Your students translate, right? Don't translate. Show your students not to niño. The idea is that you learn the word, right? From the very beginning, don't do that. Okay? And then we were like, okay, yeah, we got it. And then it starts saying, I don't know what they hear and then something, what? Right? And I saw you confused, you were and then suddenly, even Miguel, the figure has this, right? Like the clock is right. Perfect. So there was some confusion, right? This is because what happens? We assume that what we said was perfectly clear, right? And this happens to our students. Okay? So we have to make sure and even ask them. Okay, that's why the instructions, we have to invent the instructions. Okay? Yeah, maybe for the instructions, you say, and you have to pinpoint and you have to gesture. Teachers gesture a lot. My students say, teacher, you talk like this. I say, yes, because you have to know how to articulate your mouth, right? They said, yeah. And when we look at pronunciation, that's what. Okay? So, make sure you ask your students. Okay? You say, for example, Corito, Corito, Corito. Okay? Like, so, and then they go, and then you tell them, yes, I don't know, Saya, Corito, Saya, Saya. Then they can say, Saya, Saya, you know? Yeah, it's clear. We got it. Okay? So ask your students, okay, before you advance. All right? And very important, we have to tell our students, involve our students from the beginning, okay, involve them from the very beginning, and immediately, let them show you that they understand. Okay? So you say, for example, Adriana, tutu, oka. And then she has to go, oka, okay. So they can show you that they know. Okay? If not, teacher, you have to go back. Right? Okay. Ready? Okay. Yes, you are next. My Hangout teachers, can you hear? Is everything okay? Please let me know. Okay?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Wait. No. Maui. 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 Ta. 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 Oh. Matu. 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 Point.
Remember, the instructions have to have a word.
Okay. Okay.
This is not instruction.
Okay. Nya. Juk. Maui. Ta. Matu. Point. Nya. Juk. Maui. That's it.
That's it? Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes, it's very easy. Teachers, what is Maui? 5? What is Maui? What is Maui? Like the teacher goes first. Maui is 5? Okay. 5 what?
Number 5.
Number 5? And she said, Maui And then this was Mawita. I understood touch ma, because then she did this, and she didn't say Maui. Okay, all right. And yeah, at first she said, no smell. What is it? Okay, it's confusing. Okay, did you ask the students if they got it? Did you ask the students? Did you say, Profe, I don't know if the word for understand? Corito? Profe, corito?
Yeah.
Corito? And then teacher, no. So again, remember, ask your students. Okay, you have to ask your students. Okay, make sure that they understand. All right, let's see, next team. Yeah, trouble with the internet. Okay.
Chanacatu. Reco.
Reco. Reco. Shanakatu. Taru. 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 Shanakatu. Taru.
Chanacatu. Elco. Shanakatu. Ahai. Yeah. Filo. Taru.
Shanakato. Reco. Yeah.
Reco. Chanacatu. Ahai.
Hi. Shanakatu. Hi.
Filo.
I want to.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, good job. The end, what was the first word? What was this? What was it?
Chanacatu. Be quiet.
Chanaka. Yeah, I understood be quiet. For real. Because he was Chanak. You didn't see it, but the teacher did. Chanakatu. Right? So Chanakatu is like, be quiet. Very serious teacher. Okay, very good. Last team. Come here. What did they forget to do? Ask, right? Again, ask the students. Okay. Make sure that when you do your part, you can see yourself on the screen so that they know what you're doing. Okay.
Okay. Hello, how are you? How do you feel this morning?
How do you feel?
Enjoy yourself? Good morning. Hi. Okay, good morning again. Today we are going to learn Tangapanga language, okay? First, Tangapanga language is our language that we are going to learn. So, we are going to introduce you five actions, okay? The first one is words or actions, okay? But the rules is this. First, we are going to do it 3 times. You only have to watching us, and after that, where you have to do it. Okay? You are ready? Yes? Okay. First, tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Allah. Tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Allah. Tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Allah. Okay. Okay. Now you.
No, now you.
Now. Okay.
Instruction.
Tiki tiki. Allah. Tiki tiki. Allah.
Oh.
Tiki tiki. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Listen. Tum tum. Tum tum. Tum tum. Tum tum. Listen up. You only. Take it. Okay. Take it. Ere. Okay. Tum tum. Tum tum. Tiki tiki. Ala. Okay, listen. Listen. Squat. No, squat, no. Excuse me. I get confused, okay? Ula. Ula. Tete. Ula. Tete. Ula. Tete. Tete. Ula. Tete. Ula. Tiki. No, tete. No, tete. No. Ula. Tiki. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
House squat? No. Complete. The class complete because we know who's tiki. Ula. Tete. Ula. Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Good job. You see, this one was actually very good because he gave you the instructions many times before practicing, right? And he made sure that it was clear. So it was little by little, okay? Or at least he saw that everybody knew what you were doing, okay? So that was very good. Congratulations, excellent job. Okay, so now what we need to look at is, let me ask you first, how good do you think you are at giving instructions? Bad, very honest. How good are you? Let's see, on a scale from 1 through 10, 1 is very bad, 5 is so, 10 is perfect. A 6, 7. Tandy, how good are you at giving instructions from 1 through 10? No, giving instructions to your students. You give the instructions to your students. How good are you at giving instructions? You say, my students understand everything always because I'm very good at giving instructions. What number? No. How good are you? Are you good at giving instructions?
No.
What number? From 1 through 5?
No.
From 1 to 10, sorry.
8.
8. So you're very good.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. 7. 6.5. Miguel?
Not good enough, I think, 6, maybe.
A 6. Okay. Profe? 7. Beto? Jaime? 10?
Yeah.
Good. Chuy?
7.
7, Sandy? A 5. Okay. We have to be very honest. We're going to have a little exercise in which you are going to give instructions. Okay. One person is going to give instruction. So you're the teacher. And the other one is going to be the student. Okay. For that, I think maybe we're going to, can I move? How far can I move this? Okay. I need to see how far I can move it. Maybe we're going to do it right here, okay? Because I need to record this so that the other students see it. You're wearing pants? Yes. Who cannot sit on the floor? Because I need you to sit on the floor. Everybody can sit on the floor? Yes. Yeah. Okay. For this activity, everybody's going to come to the front because everybody has to see. Okay, so everybody come to the front. We can help. Not a problem. Okay.
Let me go to the bathroom.
Sure. You may go to the restroom. Okay, I'm going to ask. Jaime said number 10. He was a 10 instruction giver. So we're going to start with 10. And Miguel is going to be the student. So maybe some over here and some over here because I'm going to need this space right here. So Miguel and Jaime, you need to sit on the floor back to back.
Back to back.
Okay, back to back. Yes, back to back. Okay? Yeah. All right. These are the instructions. I am going to give, I'm going to arrange these cups. I'm going to give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cups. And I'm going to put them in different order, okay? Jaime is going to explain to Miguel how he has to fix those cups so that they finish being exactly the same, okay? It has to be a replica, okay? And he has to give instructions, okay? Miguel, you can ask Jaime questions that are only yes, no answer, okay? Only yes, no. So Jaime, please. Sorry, open your legs. Okay. 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 You have to tell him to fix exactly that position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Okay. Now I'm going to get the computer so that your the cable. The cable.
and put the third cup four cup. Yeah. Put it in the floor. In front, in front of, and
Teachers?
right position. Yeah. The four cup. Okay, Mike. Front seat. Yeah. For your side of or your feet.
Right side.
Yeah. Okay. Muy bien. Okay. The five cup. Put in the floor for what I want to say, and put the five cup in the floor. The left leg. Yeah. Okay. Right position. Okay. See? Okay.
I'm kind of lost.
Yes. Okay.
The cup is it's to my left side.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's going to be in the floor.
Yeah, the floor.
In front or behind or at the left
Okay.
side of the previous.
Yeah, in front. Yeah. Okay. And okay. Yeah, this one. Put on the floor. Near your left feet, and put on the floor for face on down. Face down. Yeah. Okay, Mike.
Okay.
Ready?
Stand up.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Watch out. Yeah.
What happened? How did it go? Pretty good. Yes, more or less. Good job. Okay, next two. Beto.
Yeah.
And, ¿hacemos eso primero? Okay. Please go back to your place. We're going to continue with this in just a minute. No, it's okay. Okay. We're going to make a little pause. We're going to hand out the constancias, okay, of results for the teachers that made the test live last Saturday. Okay.
Profe, buen día. Están llegando los maestros que vienen por su constancia de examen, entonces es un
una pausa un ratito y ya continuar con la clase.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hand out to you your evidence sheet that says what score you got on the exam that you presented last Saturday, the placement test that you made last Saturday, and keep it. You know, it's good for you to know what level you are, and if maybe eventually you're asked, you know, what your level of English is, you can show them with evidence because you're going to see on the evidence sheet that it has all the shields related to school. And if they ever have any doubt that you presented it, they can consult the school and make sure that you actually did go and present the test there. Okay, so keep it safeguarded. Okay, and you can actually place it on your resume as well. And also remember that at the end of this course, you're going to present the test again to see if there was a real improvement. Okay.
Bien, bueno, primero que nada agradecerles, maestra Gris, muchas gracias.
No,
Bueno, primero en representación del Departamento de Media Superior, a través de y en representación de la maestra María Dolores Sáenz, jefa del Departamento de Media Superior, pues les agradece a ustedes y los felicita por esas ganas de actualizarse. Agradecerle a la maestra Gris toda su disposición, es una excelente maestra, porque hasta un campesino como yo lo ha entendido perfectamente bien. Igual la maestra Nelly siempre buscando. La intención aquí es que los maestros debemos estar continuamente actualizándonos, continuamente buscando formas, inclusive aunque no seas de la asignatura. Algunos tenemos otras funciones, yo soy ahorita desempeño una función como supervisor de la zona 79, pero ¿cómo le digo a mi maestro, a nuestros maestros de inglés, qué ocurrió, cuál fue, qué es lo que le preguntan en este examen diagnóstico, qué se siente o qué hay que ir a la clase, poderles compartir, apoyar, saber y sentir lo que ellos tienen que realizar, el esfuerzo que también hay que valorar mucho el esfuerzo que ustedes hacen para estar aquí. Su casa, su humilde casa, pues está al lado del aeropuerto, como tal vez muchos dan, un profe vive en la Dalia, ¿verdad? A veces, incluso cuando no tenemos automóvil, el trasladarnos, el esfuerzo, todo eso, vale, pero vale la pena. Y vale la pena porque nosotros tenemos que transmitir este conocimiento a otras personas. Y cuanto mejor lo hagamos, mejor sociedad tendremos, mejores personas preparadas tendremos. Y en este caso, pues es una superación, aparte de ello, profesional, personal. Les agradezco mucho. Maestra, excelente. Eli, y de parte de la maestra Manuel Sáenz, pues una felicitación. Bueno, pues aquí están
al primer alumno, el Inge Reza, aquí está su constancia.
Es que yo ni visa tengo, de verdad, créanme. Pero a él le gustaba.
Se iba a quedar sentado ahí en el piso todo el día.
No, por ahí va.
No. Maestro Rubén Cervantes. ¿No está?
A lo mejor ahí viene.
Él viene al curso igual que ustedes, pero está todo resfriado y no se quería acercar mucho. Pero aquí está atrás de la pared el maestro Rubén. El siguiente sábado dice que viene a traer el virus. No se crean. Ya el otro sábado ya está bien. Muy bien, gracias, maestro.
Con un botecito así de Lysol nomás.
Bien, este es para Ezequiel, Carlos.
Gracias. Qué chao.
Perdón.
Este es para el teacher José Luis Morales Acosta.
Este es para Laura Angélica Valderrama. Felicidades.
Para el teacher Eric Ramírez Saucedo.
Sí. Raquel.
Teacher Irma Soto Rodríguez. Teacher Aidet Chávez Rivero.
Sandra Hernández.
Teacher Diana García Gutiérrez.
Adriana Díaz.
Teacher Miguel Ángel Torres. Very good teacher. De hecho, habíamos dicho que se necesitaba. Teacher Heriberto Solís Rivas.
Sí. Maestro Fernando Javier.
Thank you. Teacher Ma Guadalupe. Yes, I would put Ma Guadalupe. Yes, I know.
Maestra Sandra Chávez. Y la maestra Delma Ivette. Delma. Quiero decirles que Delma viene desde más lejos que nosotros, ¿verdad? Si no dijo ahorita que...
Sí.
Yo diría que... Ahora sí, ¿cómo era la palabra, maestro? No, era... Tum, por Ivette.
Premio al esfuerzo.
Yeah.
Claro, obviamente.
Gracias.
Okay.
Ahora ya.
Yes, go back. Ok. ¿Le parece si les comentamos cómo va a estar lo de las vacaciones? Si quieren, déjenme y les pongo. Voy a ponerles aquí un calendario para ubicarnos.
Los profes que ya no, que solo venían por su constancia, pues era solo eso, o a menos que gusten quedarse en el curso, ustedes sabrán. A ellos todavía quedan prácticas.
Sí, estamos viendo que sí. El siguiente sí va. Sí. A las 9. Sí, vamos a ver. A las 9. Ay, de nada. Igualmente. Que tengan muy buenas tardes. Igualmente.
Muchas gracias.
¿Qué decir? Sí. Para poderla cambiar.
Profes, tenemos un trilema aquí. Está marcado el día 24 y ya está pedido el salón para el 24, que es el sábado que viene. Si no, tendríamos que hacer otro oficio para pedir un sábado después del el 7 de julio, que era cuando cerraba. Levanten la manita y digan, porque hay que avisarle a ellos y a los foráneos. ¿Quieren este sábado? ¿De una vez? ¿Venimos este sábado? Muy bien.
Ok. Entonces venimos este sábado y luego van a ser los otros de vacaciones. Hasta, ¿me presta el papelito? Regresamos hasta el 14 de abril. ¿Ok? Entonces más o menos estamos... Siempre me pierdo esta vida. Este que entra sí lo tenemos. Descansamos 31. Y luego ya 2 semanas y regresamos entonces hasta el 14. Sí. Es la semana que entra. Se supone que salimos ya.
¿Es viernes o es?
Ah, es que es el-
Ese desde el 17.
Dice 17, 18, mira aquí. O sea, sí, a ver. Vamos a ponerle aquí mejor. Ujú. Mejor lo abrimos así. No importa que no sea el de la cepa. Está muy lento el internet, sorry. Vamos a abrirle aquí. Vamos a abrirle acá. Mejor. Entonces venimos Se supone que aquí salimos de vacaciones, pero ya estuvieron de acuerdo en si venir este día. Entonces tenemos libre el 31 y el 7. Ujú. Sí, esos 2 semanas y la regresamos acá. ¿Va?
¿Nos quedó de regreso?
De regreso el 14 de abril. Ujú. De descanso 31 y 7.
Bueno, y para los, porque lo voy a estar tomando virtual a partir del próximo sábado.
Sí.
¿Cuántos presenciales? Ah, sí, toman los sábados que yo pueda venir.
Sí, correcto. Correcto. También está dentro de los planes, les aviso, está dentro de los planes que yo vaya a Cuauhtémoc de las 15 semanas, vaya de perdido 3. Entonces, cuando sea al revés, ¿quién cree que va a estar en virtual? Ustedes. Sí, ustedes van a estar en virtual.
Entonces, si quieras en Cuauhtémoc, puedo ir presencial.
Sí, o todos nos vamos a Cuauhtémoc. Terminamos la clase y nos vamos a tragar. Yes. Yes, we go shopping, right? With the Menonitas, with the Amish. Yes, we go shopping and then we go eat. We go and eat. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Let's check the virtual people. How are we doing? Yes. Let's put yes. Okay. Okay. So then, okay, teachers, we're having next Saturday again at 9, and then we're going to take 2 weeks off, March 31st and April 7th, and then we return back on April 14th. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask in Hangout. Okay, all right, should we continue? Okay, come back. Come back because we're not finished. Good. Yes, no problem. Okay, so we said Beto and let's see, Sandy. You want to see first? Okay. Well, because she's not going to be here. Where's I went to the restroom? Where? Ah, hi. I didn't see you. Okay, so Beto and Yvette. You want to give me instructions? You got it. Okay, grab 6 cups. Sit down, please, on the floor. I'm going to ask you to come a little more, like over here, so that the students that are from outside can see you. Okay. Now, in the previous exercise, I put the cups and I just sat teacher Jaime and I just sat Miguel. Now I'm going to give you the chance to sit where you want, because for the instructions we need references, okay? And we have many references in this classroom. One reference can be the tile, okay? The squares that you have on the floor. All right, so you can say, starting the first tile, this. In the middle of the tile, this. In the second tile from you. So you can give the references, or you can use the walls, okay? The cup is pointing, the mouth of the cup is pointing to the wall. The mouth of the cup is pointing to the computers. Okay, so Beto, sit exactly where you want to sit. Okay, Yvette is just going to follow you. You're perfect there? Okay. So let's fix the cups. Won't stay. Supposed to be like this if they move because of the. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Yvette.
Yvette, okay. Are you ready, Yvette? Okay. I have another glass. And the name of this part?
Your foreleg. Foreleg.
Foreleg.
Yes.
Okay. Do you listen?
Yeah.
Or teacher? Okay. In my right, no, in my left foreleg.
Foreleg.
Yes. I have a glass facing down. Okay. And next to my neck, my left neck,
Knee.
is another glass, but it's facing up. It's and next to the last glass, there is another glass. Lay down, not lay. Oh, what can I say? Lay down. Okay, lay down, and I don't remember this part. Mouth. Okay, the mouth is yes, is facing to me. Ready? Okay. I have the last glass. In the similar case, the 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 mouth is okay. I'm sorry. Okay, give me a few seconds. I'm thinking about it. Okay, our last glass. Give me a few seconds. Okay, the next glass is going to be in the similar position than our last glass, but it is near for our body. Pointing. I don't know.
Pointing towards.
Pointing. Okay. Point
Towards.
It's between our two legs, but it's near. I don't know how can I give her instruction. It's in front of the last.
Oh.
Yes. That's all. I think so.
Yes, that's right.
I'm so sorry.
No,
It's, I didn't have any kind of this exercise. Okay, well.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, please
Thank you.
stand. Both. Okay, what happened?
Okay.
Yeah, it's more or less.
Then
Okay.
this-
You have to place them on, for example, here, you have them all this in one square. Yes, you have to tell it in the first square, in the second square, okay?
That's the reason we say
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, last couple, who wants to do it? Volunteers? Okay, teacher, profe, one more volunteer? Adriana, ande. Teacher, you want to give the instructions or receive? You want to receive, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adriana, here you go. Okay. Teacher, that's where you want to be?
Yes, that's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're between like two squares.
Let me. This square.
There you go. Perfect. Okay. A little hard. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Ready, profe.
We have 6 classes, okay? Okay. The first class is between my feet. Okay, near my left foot. Yes. Okay, facing down. Yes.
We have 2 squares, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The first square near my
The first one is the second.
near my foot, near my feet. Yes. The first square.
But
This
it's
is
between the two.
Yeah.
It's
more near my in the first square near my right foot. Left.
in the left. Okay.
Yeah, left. Yes. This is
But
the
it's
one.
inside the square. That's it.
Okay. The others two, the other 2 classes, they are opposite. With the bottom is together, are together. The bottom of both classes. Lay down, yes. Lay down, and bottom versus bottom.
But it's in the first square.
First square.
Okay.
Yes.
It's close to you.
Yeah. Near my left foreleg. Foreleg. Yeah. At the in the second square.
Close to your foot.
Well, no, second, yes. Well, in the second square, yes, between my legs, I have 2 glasses.
But you're in the middle.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yeah, I have 2 glasses, 1 glass, and the other glass into the first glass, and facing up, both.
Okay.
Yes, and the last one is facing down.
Fixing down.
Yeah,
What is it?
and the second square near my thighs. Yes, that's all.
Okay, please stand. Teacher, I hope you.
Yes.
Okay, what happened? What happened? Okay, so see, there was like a little bit of misunderstanding here. Okay, fixing that. All right, very good teachers. Have a seat. Good job. Okay, have a seat.
Es que los que tenían problemas no quieren decir en dónde.
Okay, teachers. The intention of this activity, this has a double intention, okay? Because this is good for you and this is good for your students. All right. I usually, when I start the class, I usually have this presentation with my students, and I actually have them do it in Spanish, okay? Because what I want them to see is how difficult it is to give instructions, even in your own language, okay? And then when they have disasters, because I give them workups, when they see the disasters that they make, I say, hey, this is your language, and you have difficulty explaining in your own tongue. Imagine in English, right? For us teachers, it's very difficult to explain. And then sometimes we have those students that are, did you get it? No, teacher, again. Okay, and then you explain again. And then better? No, teacher, again. And then you invent another way. Better? Okay, there is a meme of a Chihuahua dog. And the dog is like, and then the meme says, cuando te han explicado 7 veces y aún no entiendes nada. Have you seen it? Yeah. Exactly like that. You see their eyes, they're lost, completely lost. Yes, sir? Yes. Exactly. So this is one of the very important things that we as teachers must do. Whenever we give instructions to our students of any activity that they have to do, we have to ask the students to paraphrase the instructions. Okay? So you explain and you say, okay, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this and this and this and this and this and that. And then you say, clear? Everybody's, mm-hmm. And I say, okay, tell me, Diana, what did I say? And then Diana's, what? No, teacher, I don't know. Yes, the minute they say yes, I hate it. The minute you say, everybody got it? Yes, okay, get to work. Right? Yes, so we don't want that. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what we have to do is we have to ask the students to paraphrase. Okay, if the students do not paraphrase the instructions, guess what? We have to repeat and do again. And the third, I give them the third rule. I say, if by the third time you don't understand, then I have to provide an example. Okay, because sometimes it's easy. We want the class to be over soon. We want them to get to work immediately. But, you know, it's very important that they know exactly what to do. So the third time I said, okay, you know what? Let's have an example. And so we start, you know, working on the example. Better? And then they'll say, okay, better. All right? And then once, you know, you finish with the examples and everything, you get them to work. Okay? So it's all about instructions. Okay? And you should never forget, never, that they are the students. Okay? And that it's okay that they don't know. And that it's okay that they don't understand. And it's okay that for them it's not clear. Okay? Like I said, you are the teacher. It's your responsibility. You have to be patient, like Yvette. Okay? We all have to be very patient with our students. All right? So let that be then like the first lesson of all of the lessons that we learn here. Every time we give an instruction, we have to ask. And another very important thing, I'm still getting used to this. Okay, for me, it's still a little bit of a problem. We are asked as teachers not to ask them in the sentence, do you understand? Okay, so we have to eliminate the phrase, do you understand? Okay, because the phrase is diminishing. Okay, it's insulting. So we have to ask them, got it? Clear? Any questions? Okay, any doubts? All right, but never do you understand. I'm still having problems with that. Okay, I'm still happy because it's been many, many, many years of asking, do you understand? Right? Okay, yeah. And sometimes I tell them, if it slips my mouth to ask you, do you understand? Tell me, teacher, I'm not stupid. And so I can feel bad, like, oh, that's right. Like I forgot. And so it has happened. It has happened with the student says, you know what, teacher? I don't understand. But it's okay. All right. What we're going to do next is I'm going to give you a tool, because this is learning strategies. I'm going to give you a tool that we are going to use, but then you can use with your students. Okay. How many of you have access to internet in your school? You the teacher. Raise your hand if you have access to internet at school. No, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It never works,
Oh, that's like a no. Okay. So then, if you don't have access as a teacher, your students don't have access. Okay. Okay, or maybe you have access, but your students don't. Do your students have smartphones? Okay. Do your students have access to internet in their smartphones? Sometimes, when it's convenient. Mm-hmm. Right? They use their data for them, not for school. Right? Do you ever assign to your students homework via internet? Yes or no? No? Okay. They never do. But no. Okay. Because I'm asking you this because a lot of the activities that we're going to do are related to the internet. Okay. And I know that maybe right now it's not going to be very practical. Once I was in your position, okay, we had, for example, in my school, we had internet. The teachers had access to the internet, but in the teacher's room. And then when we went to the classrooms, the signal was blocked. The students could not use the internet. Okay. And, you know, whenever we had a course or a seminar or a workshop and the teacher gave us really cool tools to work with on the internet, we would say, but that's not for my school. That's not for me. But like I told you, eventually I entered other schools to work on, and I realized how important it was for me to learn about those tools. It was very important, okay? Because it doesn't matter if it's private or public, which is public school, and our students have complete access to internet, wireless, and on the laboratory where you make the test, because they know how important it is for our students to be in contact with technology. Okay, so we work a lot with technology. Okay, so some of the tools that we look at here in class, please, open mind. Okay, don't say, this is not for me, this is not for my students. Remember, occasionally you might get to use it, or some of these tools actually they have like the virtual version, and then you can use it, and then you can print quizzes or things like that. Okay, so one way or another, it's going to help you. Okay, so one of the ways that we are going to communicate with each other is through a page. If you want to turn on your computers, please. Okay, teachers, foreigners, I'm going to write here in handout the page. So if you want to enter that page, please. Okay, for us, once you turn it on, it's going to be there. Somebody's calling me, but I can't answer. I'm in class. Sorry. Yes. You're leaving at 12? Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Turn it on. See how far you get. Okay. All right. This is the page. Ah, ingeniería. The password is ingeniería. Maybe we can't see it very clearly, so I'm gonna write it right here. You can open up Google and write Schoology. Okay? Or you can type in the whole address, www.schoology.com. Okay? However you want. And it's going to take you to this page right here. Okay? You have to pick up your Okay, everybody's there? No. Okay. All underscore, okay, no capital letters. Yes. Yes.
Dice que no se puede acceder.
Okay, everybody's there? Teacher Irma? If you need help, just raise your hand, okay? And I'll go and I'll help you, okay? I'm going to teach you how to use technology too.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Right there, teacher. And then you open this right. Right? Yes. Okay, let's make it bigger, teacher. Or do we have no problem? Just wait for instructions. Okay, so we're just waiting for one more teacher. Okay, so then we are in this page. I'm going to show you first why I use this page and why I love this page. This is a platform, okay, for teachers. It's completely free, okay, completely and absolutely free. And what you can do with this platform, let me show you. Right now, you're not doing anything, only me, okay, only me. So I'm going to log into my account. Okay. And as you can see, well, maybe I'm going to, because it's blocking some important things. Okay. Because it's blocking some important things. Okay. Okay, and so right here in Schoology, you can see up there, we have home, courses, groups, and resources. Okay, bye. So what I do, like I told you at the beginning, I have many different classes. I have taught in many different places, but sometimes no matter where you are, you know, English 1 is always going to be English 1. English 2 is always going to be English 2, 3 always going to be 3, etc., etc., etc. If you get English 1, for sure, you're going to have nationalities, family, verb to be in affirmative, negative, question form, blah, 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 blah. The same old, same old, same. So this, when I discovered Schoology, what it was good for me was that I could make one class, one course, and name it English 1. And then right there, upload all of my activities and exercises and tests, whatever, and never change it. So no matter if I am in Tec de Monterrey, doesn't matter if I am in USA, it doesn't matter if I'm in Polytechnica, it doesn't matter if I go anywhere, and I get a class that is English 1, I already have the material. Okay? Nobody's going to change it, nobody's going to move it, nobody's going to delete it. Only I have access to that English 1. Okay, so I make my course. So I'm going to open right here so you can see. Okay, I've had Advanced 4 at Tec de Monterrey. Right now, I am working with Administración y Gestión de Pymes. This is 8th grade. Okay, and then I also have, see, right now, for example, I don't have 9th. I only have 8th. So this one, when these pass here, I already have my material. I already have it. I don't need to change anything. Okay. See, that's right there, my Congress group. I had the intermediate students. Again, this is English 1, but in this case, I only have a pitch, so I wrote a pitch, but it can be practically for anything. English 2, English 5, English 3, English 6. So you see, I have everything. I have absolutely all the levels. Okay. And there are many, many more. I'm going to open maybe English 1 so you can see what I have for my English 1 students. Okay. My students create an account. Okay. They have to register to the group and to the course. And what I do with my students is I tell them, okay, guys, on Schoology, you have grammar exercises. So they enter Schoology, they enter course, they go to grammar exercises, and they download the material. Or vocabulary, or rubrics, or recu material is for recovery. Printables. Printables are usually additional exercises for them. I can also give them web pages or homeworks or quizzes online and a list of regular verbs in this case, because that's what we were looking at. Okay. So for example, maybe let's open rubrics. Every time they have a presentation, because they need to have a presentation every time, after every unit, okay, we grade that as desempeño. So do you. And so here, they're going to find the rubrics. I never have to make a rubric again. Okay, maybe just modify. That's it, no more. Okay, but all I have to do is I have to tell them, go to your courses and look for the rubric that is called this or this or the checklist, this or that. Okay, so what did they do? I think they did this last week. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Yeah, I think they did this last week. Okay, and so what they do is they open it. And then on the bottom, see, they have here to download. They can download it, or right here, they just click and then they download it. Okay, right there. Okay, and so they have in their presentation, they have to talk about all of these family members. Okay, I told them I assigned families because you know the typical family tree activity. Yeah, come on. Okay, and then you tell them to talk about their family tree, and then they come with a mucho family tree. You see what happened here? Que mi papá me abandonó y no quiero saber nada. Oh, come on, man. Okay, true or false? And so we don't want to mess with their families. So I give them generic families. Okay, I tell them, okay, you're going to make a teamwork, and you're going to talk about the Simpsons family. And then you're going to talk about the Adams family. And then you're going to talk about the Kennedy family. And if there is a team, the kind that gives you trouble, you give them the hardest. And I say, you don't have to read the book, but you have to read the synopsis. You're going to talk about the Buendia family from Cien Años de Soledad. Yeah. And then they come and, you know, their eyes are like, teacher, que esta familia. And you have to talk about the family. It's like, it's only this teacher. Yes, it's only that. Okay. But, you know, you give them everything here. So what you can do is you can start every fantastic thing that you do, everything that costs you sweat or butt hour, okay, that costs you butt hour, put it in Schoology. Start making your files, okay, so that you don't have to work double. We teachers have to take care of each other. Pass on the rubrics, pass the checklist, pass the estimation scales, everything. Pass the tests. You know, if you pass the test, it's very good because then you have teachers that are synchronized, teachers that are exactly the same, you know, in hard work and exigence. Because then you're the one that, yeah, we have to do this. And then the other teacher's like, you know, you see other teachers' tests is like piece of cake. And your tests are like 3 or 4 pages. And then they hate you. Yeah, they hate you. Exactly. When I became coordinator at Rupecha, I said, no. They're going to hate all of us. And I standardized the tests. Okay. And also we entered certification. I said, thank God. Yeah, you have to do it, right? Because we have to use the same tests. You know, maybe modify 1 or 2 things. I say, always add, never delete. Okay, you can add more pages if you want, but never delete pages. So what I do then is, like I said, I have my students register. Okay, and so now every time I need them to have something, I just take them here. Okay, teacher, can I have more exercises, please? Because I want to make it. Go to school. You have a lot of exercises in school. Okay, because yes, you can download them and print them. Yes, for example, the rubrics, when they're going to have the presentation, they have to come to the class with the rubric print. I don't print anything, just the test. Just the test. Yeah. Yes, they have to have it ready. They have to have it ready. Okay. So yeah, and like I said, anything you want. Okay. Let me show you what else we have here. Okay. So like I said, see vocabulary exercises, any kind of material. All right. And then you can see right here. Here you can have grade book. Okay. If you want to have your students' scores of what they did, you can have them here too. Yeah. And they're going to be, you know, like they're like forever and ever. I think I'm going to close the door because it's getting very windy again. Windy Chihuahua. Okay, and so here you can see I have I don't have these students anymore. That's why you see them all in black. Okay, but you give them homework, for example, and then you put when the homework is due, and then you start, you know, signalizing, and then it gives you graphs. Who is doing more work, who's working less, you know, things like that. It's also doing that. It gives you grades. This one, I love it. Okay, the badges, I love it. Because the badges are motivators. Okay, so what you do is, for example, you want to give an award of the month to the best listener. So you click, see, the best listener, who's good listener? Well, maybe Abel, maybe Iram, maybe Eduardo, okay? And in their cell phone, like WhatsApp, they receive a notification. Boom. The teacher has granted you the award of good listener. And they come the next day. Universidad, they come. Teacher, what's this? It's a badge. Good job. For me? Yes, for you. Thank you, teacher. They're very happy. And then they say, ¿Cuánto vale? Never fails. Yeah. Yes, cuánto vale, yes. My entire love and recognition. Triste teacher. Stingy teacher. Yeah, you know. Okay. But then you can also use it, for this. And if your students, for example, they don't have access, it's okay because one day you can screenshot it, take a screenshot, and then show it to your students in class and say, you don't know, but I am recognizing your work. Okay, and I want you to see this. And then, you show them this. I want to congratulate them. And you say, Abel, Miran, because they always have their homework, because of their participation, and that's motivating for your student. Okay, don't forget that your students, even though they're this big, because they're this big, okay, they're children. They're children. They love it when you give them stickers. Yes. It's incredible. And then they go, you have your pack of stickers, and then you say, me da el dinosaurio como el de Beth. True or false? Yeah. They love stickers. They're like little kids. On their tests, for example, if they have a 9 or above, I give them a big sticker. And if they have an 8 to 9, I give them a little happy face. They work harder. They tell you, ahora sí vamos a sacar el 9 porque quiero un sticker sote. Yeah. And then they get their big sticker, right? Oh my God. That's crazy. Yeah. And they're like a kid in Halloween. You give them the bag and they're like little kids, right? Can I have two? Right? Yeah. Yeah, no fiaditos. Yeah, next time you get a 10, I give you another. Exactly. Okay, so this one also helps you to motivate your students. Okay, like I said, if you don't have internet in your home, look at it, screenshot it, take a screenshot, captura de pantalla, and then you go to them to the class the next day and you show them. And that shows interest on your students. And they are very, I don't know, they feel like complete gratitude towards you because they say, the teacher really does care about me. Si se fija, right? And the next day, what happens? They start working better. This one, for example, the student of the month, when I was in high school, not in university, I can't do it because I really need them to be prepared. But in high school, when I taught high school, I told them, the student of the month is the student who, throughout the whole month, brings all the homeworks to class, pays attention, participates, does the best effort. It doesn't matter if your English is not good and you try, maybe you don't say anything, but you try, I don't care. It's not the 10th student, or maybe it is, but if you made a big effort, you're going to be the student of the month. And what are you going to get? You can come late to the class. You can bring your homework late. You have to bring it, but late. Okay? You can listen to music in the class with your earphone. They love it. And then, I tell them a lot of things. The teacher gives you candy. You're the cosita linda of the teacher. Okay? And then I tell them, but if you don't abuse of your rights, you can extend the exam. And they're like, what do I want? Right? And so the end of the month, we make a ceremony. Okay? We make a ceremony, and then I tell them who's the student of the month, and I make little diplomas. Because they take those diplomas home and yeah, ¿eh? ¿Qué me vas a dar? Right? And it's good. You have to motivate. It's so easy to motivate them. That's the point. It's really easy to motivate them. You don't need a lot. Okay? So then, whenever you're ready, okay? Yes, whenever you're ready. Okay, this one also helps you. See you next Saturday virtually. Yeah. Okay. Have a safe trip. Okay, take care.
I'll catch up with you by
Perfect. Yes. Bye. Okay, this one also helps you to take assistance. I don't take assistance here because we already have algebraics and Proyecta. So I have to take attendance in Algebra X or Proyecta. I used to do it first here before we had Proyecta, but now I have to use Proyecta. So I don't take attendance, but you can take attendance here also. Okay, and then at the end they give you, you can ask for statistics of your students. Okay, como van, what are they doing, you know, things like that. Okay, users, assignments, discussions, link, who participated more, who participated less. It's a really, really good tool. It's a great tool. Okay, so this is courses. Okay, and for example, last year, like 6 or 8 months ago, I had 2 first graders and 2 second graders. Okay, primer semestre 4 y segundo 4. And so what you do is you share the same courses folder with the 2 groups. Okay, you give them access to the 2 groups, and you only did the work once. You go to class Primero A, you enter Primero A, and you tell them, okay, on Schoology, on rubrics, you have the rubric for the presentation of this month. And then you go to Primero B, and you tell them the same thing. On Schoology, you have the rubric for, that's it. And then you only did it once, okay? The next one is groups, okay? You see, groups are the groups that you have, okay? Groups is like the use of WhatsApp. A lot of teachers, I don't judge, okay? I don't judge. But a lot of teachers give their students their WhatsApp or their cell phone number, okay? I don't do it anymore because sometimes it's Sunday and it's 10 o'clock at night and they're text messaging you, ¿qué tenemos que estudiar mañana? Come on, right? So the way of communication is no more WhatsApp, okay? I do it through Schoology, okay? And it works like Facebook WhatsApp, okay? It's something like that. Let me show you. This is Mecánica de Quinto. This was last year, okay? All right, so you can see there, I can post like in Facebook. I can post messages like this one, okay? So I give them, you know, messages and then they respond. Say, for example that. En cursos agrega una carpeta negra exclusiva con material para recuperación. Ahí se encuentra otra carpeta de color morado en la que se encuentran 5 archivos con los servicios que debe hacer como parte de su recuperación. Aparte de los archivos deberán entregar íntegros los, and then big capital letters, right? And then the rest, and then they start answering, right? Pero esa para los que reprobaron producto, también para los que reprobaron el examen, you know. So all your conversations, you know, they just go right there, okay? And you don't have to worry about WhatsApp. And you do get notifications on your cell phone, okay? The students send a message, so you can answer them, okay? So then this is for groups, okay? And like I said, you can put all your groups, and then you can erase groups too, okay? Sometimes I just forget, but you can, you know, you can have all the groups, as many groups as you want, okay? Free, completely free, okay? And there is you have a great access to size, okay? Look at all the groups I have, and I don't have espacio lleno. I don't have that. Okay, I really don't have that. So this is the platform that we are going to use, okay? So that I can send you material. Communication, that's not a problem. I'm going to give you my cell phone, okay? So you have my cell phone in case of anything. But we are all the material for our class, for our course, I'm going to put it here, okay? If I ever use PowerPoints, I'm going to share the PowerPoints. If I share whatever, okay, precis, links, whatever, everything is going to be there, okay? And if you need anything, if you ask me, teacher, is that on Schoology? No, but I can upload it for you, okay? So everything you need is going to be there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an account, okay? That's what we're going to do. Vamos a hacer. Okay, so right there on Schoology, where you are, it says, yes.
You can do the application?
Yes, You can download it to, if you download it to your cell phone, every time I upload something or send a message, you get the PDF. Absolutely, yes. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so click sign up, please. Yes, sign up. I am going to make a group for us. So I'm going to put create. Okay, it tells you student or teacher. Right now, you are students. Yes. Okay, so if you want to use it, you have your student account, but you can make your teacher account. Okay, all right. And then it's asking you for a code, correct? Okay, let me show you how this works. If you want to use the platform as a teacher, this is how you create groups. You click on group, and then you click create. Okay, and then when you get create, okay, you put the name of the group. Okay, so I'm using the same name for the Hangouts and for things like that. So I'm going to put only English teachers. Oops. Okay, that's going to be the name of our group. If you want, you add a description. If not, it's okay. It's school and access invite only. This means that only with an invitation, okay, you can access this account. Okay, and then you click create. All right. So now I have my group. How do I get my students to register? I'm going to make it bigger because it's over there. Okay. Hold on. All right. Right here. Okay. Okay. It's kind of, maybe if I do this for a little while. Right there. Okay, that's the access code. It doesn't have to be capital letters. It doesn't have to be anything of the sort. Okay. Teachers, I'm going to send it to the handouts, the code. Okay, I'm just going to wait for the other teachers too. Okay. Wait, sorry, right there. Okay, so there is the access code. Teachers, I just send it to the Hangout groups. Okay, you have to write the access code that is in the green square. Do you see it? Are you okay? Okay. Everybody there? Okay, remember, if you need help, just raise your hand and I'll go and okay. Yes. Yes, right there. It's Z9GW. Z, no, Z9G W B. Type it. 2 N and then D T Z. Enter. Okay. And so now it's asking you to register, right? Yes. Please, very important. Oh. Okay. Please do not forget your password. Okay. Try to use a password that you already use, that you already have.
I am student.
No. Okay.
My role is to remember.
Yeah, but you're a teacher too. Okay. I always tell them, guys, pregunta boba. You come to the teacher and you say, oiga, teacher, no me acuerdo del password. Y yo sí. How do you do that? No. So I always tell them, write it down, put it down. I don't know, do something. Okay? All right, so yes, I'll be right there. ¿Sí? Yes. Yes. Ya lo oye, teachers. No. Okay, sorry. Okay, so then, please, let's see. Let's have a little conversation on our new group. Okay. Stupid. Sorry for that delay. Okay, so then I'm going to make it smaller. Let's see if we can have a little conversation. Let's see. Hello, teachers, and welcome. Okay. Do you see it on your computer? Maybe refresh. You know how to refresh?
No.
Right here.
No.
Can you see it? Oops. Right here. Okay, click refresh. Now can you see it? Yes. Okay, let's see. Try it out. Yes, perfect. You got it. Okay, say hi to us. There you go. Perfect. Type a little message for us. Say hi to everybody. Así como escribir en Facebook, no se haga si sabe usarlo. Come on, stay. If you want to make a post on your own, right? Right? Okay, write a post, say hi.
Ahora vamos a empezar.
Okay. And then you can also use this. To send messages to other teachers from the group. The same. Okay. We are going to create a WhatsApp group. We are. Okay. But if you ever need anything else, right here, you can also do it. Okay. que se cayó el WhatsApp, you have Schoology. Teacher, es que no pude usar el WhatsApp. Okay, you have Schoology. Okay. Instructor. Mm-hmm. You have to register. Okay, guys. Foreign teachers, you can have an account as a teacher and a student. That's not a problem. Okay, you can have both. So right now, what you can do is you can re-enter the same way. Go to sign in, and then click student, and then use the password that I gave you, and then register again. But that now as a student. Okay. So try it out, and then let me know how it went. Okay. For the foreign students. Yes, because they're having a little bit of a problem. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. See right here, we have 20 members. Okay, and you should be right there. Okay, you should be right there. All of you are now registered in Schoology in my group, and here I can. See, send you a little message. This is private, like an inbox. Okay, I can send you a little message there. Okay, and personally, I think this is better. For example, sending messages here sometimes, because our personal mail sometimes they have a lot of things, and then you lose. Okay, so I can enter my mail and then see, Kelly sent you an email in Schoology. So I go to Schoology and then I check it. And the app, let me show you how okay, I shouldn't have done it. I should have showed you. And the app is going to be, let me show you. As soon as I open up my app. And you can see right here, Heriberto, Fernando, Reza F, Jesus Y. Okay, so I have here people, and then I could just click right here. Oopsie. I click on the menu, I go to groups, and then I have to look for only English teachers, and then I have exactly the same there, here, exactly the same.
If I download it, I go to
you go to login. What does it say? In what? No, then continue. Because you have to. Let me go. Yeah. Because I don't remember. Yeah, it is a system. Right? And go back because you entered as a teacher.
Oh, I just tell me.
Write down your just write down your email and okay. Now you're going to load the course. The course is where I'm going to put all the material, okay, for you. All right. So on your Schoology, I'm going to go back to where you are. Okay, so we are right here next to group. It says courses. Okay, click courses, and you're going to have the create and join. Click join. Okay, click join, and it's going to ask you for an access code, right? No, it's different. This is why students who I have in, for example, group. I have group 1A and group 1B, so that 1A doesn't see the messages of 1B and 1B doesn't see the messages of 1A. And the course is the same for both. Okay, so if I have 5 first grade groups, all my 5 groups of first grade are going to see the course, but they're not going to have conversation between groups. Okay, so we need different passwords. All right, So it's asking you to join, and it's asking you for the password. Let me make it big so you can now see the access code for this one. That's the access code. Let me put it higher. Okay, that's the access code. I'm going to imprimir pantalla. I'm going to send it to the other teachers. Sorry for 2 seconds. Well, you can see it right here. Okay. All right. Foreign teachers, this is the access code for the group. Okay. For the course. Okay, so this is where I'm going to send all the material. Okay, if I ever send a material, it's going to be right there on courses. Okay, all of the resources, all of the material is going to be right there for you. Okay. Okay. Let me put here. Wait, there is an issue with the code. Okay. Let me see. 2 seconds. We fix this in 2 seconds. Okay. Let's do it differently. Okay. Versus, let's put read. Okay. Okay, only English teachers. Area, language, level, graduate, create. Okay. Please type this code. Giving you a new code. Just right there. That one. Better? Yes, we have it. Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Everybody has it? No? Okay. Okay, everybody? We're done? Okay. I'm going to make it small now. Okay, and so how do I upload material? Okay, I put add material, and then I can add an assignment. This is fantastic, okay, because it checks solito. You don't have to do much. Add a test or quiz, the same thing. It gives you the grades automatically. You don't have to revise anything. I'll add a file, a link, or an external tool. Here is where you upload the documents, or if you want your students to watch a page or a video or whatever, you put the link. Add a discussion. This is if your students had internet, for example, you set a discussion. You say, okay, Saturday from 9 to 10, we're going to have a discussion, and this is going to be a grade for desempeño, for development. Yes, so they have to find a way to, at 9, enter the discussion, have a discussion, so on and so forth. Okay, add a page, add a media album, add a package, import from resources, because it's in resources, I'm going to show you in a little while. You have everything for the teacher, everything for the teacher. Okay, so let's say that we add a file or link. Wait, sorry. First, the folder. We're going to add a folder. Okay, and we're going to name the folder lesson 2, March 24. Okay, and I want color, I want green. Okay, and I just open up the date when I started the folder and I create the folder. Okay, so there I have lesson 2, March 24. Right here, I'm going to put the material for you, okay, for the next lesson. Let's say that maybe the next lesson is going to be, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, it's going to be lesson 8, teaching vocabulary. Okay, so I'm going to put all these folders right here. I'm going to copy. ELT certification session 8. Okay, so it's going to be, let me show you. I open the folder, add file, attach file. See, these are our sessions. Okay. Session 8. It's adding and add. And voila. Okay, enter. Remember, if you can't see them, refresh so that you can see them. Okay, and if you want to print them, okay? If you don't want to print them, remember that we have class here. So what we can do is we can come to class and then you just open your Schoology and I say, take out your vocabulary handout. So you can have it digitally or print it. For some people, it's better to have their handout. For me, I love handouts because I like to color and underline and, you know, all these things. But if you don't, because you're ecological, because you forgot, because we have the computers, okay? And you can use the computers. Perfect? Okay. So this is what we're going to look at next week. We're going to learn, we're going to look at vocabulary and how to teach vocabularies. Okay, that's going to be our lesson for next week. Okay, because remember what we did right now with the tiki-tiki and the tuku-tuku or the tutus and, you know, all that. Yeah. Yeah. Teacher Lupita reminded me that there was a teacher. She was so funny. Well, she didn't mean to be funny, but she was funny. She was teaching my youngest child in kindergarten colors, and she taught them with mimics. And my son remembered one color only, purple. But you know why? Because the color was purple. So he was 5 years old. He said, Mama, I learned a new color. What color? Every time he said purple, he had to do the purple. Oh. So yes, tutu. The tutu will pass on to history. Okay, so it's 12:45. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to dismiss you because I'm going to stay with the teachers that are from particular schools. Okay, so all the officials, you have a great weekend. Okay, you enjoy your weekend. Okay, and my particulars, I'm just going to keep you like 5 minutes. Okay, got it? Questions? No? Sorry for the delay at the beginning. First day won't happen again next week. I hope that we have the person here to open and we have everything prepared for us.
It's going to be the same classroom.
Yeah, as far as I know, yes. Miss Irvita said yes. Okay, it's going to be the same. Oh, and one more thing. Teacher, last teacher, you came in late. Your name? Between Beto and Chuy. There's my phone number. Okay. In case you need it. My email, I sent you an email yesterday. Okay. But now that we have Schoology, you can use Schoology. Okay. So this is my cell phone. If you need anything, if you have any questions, please ask. Don't hesitate to ask. Okay. And if you can send me a WhatsApp saying hi, I am, porque a veces, teacher, and I'm like, who are you? Okay, so say, teacher, soy Kelly, whatever. So send, soy Kelly, so I can register your phone numbers and then I can make the group. Got it? Okay, that's your homework. That's your homework, don't forget. Okay? I know, homework, I'm mala teacher, bad teacher.
I'm working for the programs for the technology batches. I am designing
Students? I know. There is. Yeah. Yes, please turn off the computers. Yes, please. Yeah, turn off. Turn off. Yeah. This is one big step. This is one big step. I hope it stays. Okay, let's see, foreign teachers. Please, I need the access code to join the course. Got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so teachers, thank you. This is all for today. I already uploaded some of the material that we're going to be using next week. Hopefully next week we won't have all these technological issues and stuff. So we will try to start at 9 sharp. If anything, please be patient. I won't start without you, promise. Okay, so have a great weekend. Take care. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the class. Bye.